Well, I think it's time to welcome everybody to Caching in the Northwest. You know, this is the podcast from the birthplace of geocaching right over there in the Pacific Northwest.
Hey, Jim.
Yeah.
Hold on. Maybe Chris just needs me to start the podcast for him. Hold on a second.
Oh, okay.
See if I can fire it up here. There we go. See if that helps.
Idling smoothly.
Yeah.
Good install there, right?
Not so far.
All right. Well, it's Thursday at 9 p.m. Pacific. They call him Chris of the Northwest. And when he reboots his computer, he'll tell you all about that. Tonight, we're going to talk about geocaches and geocachers from here and all around the globe. So while your baseball team is firing their manager, we'll be caching in the Northwest.
That's right. And tonight we are talking about geocaching in the news. News, that N-E-W-S, just in case you misheard me. Otherwise, it's a totally different show. Did you know a little over 5,000 geocachers received the block party icon when HQ hosted the original block parties in Seattle? Did you know that, Jim?
I think so. I know that because I see it written right in front of me.
Because you're a really good cold reader, that's why. Well, folks, do you want to know more?
You know, I would love to know more.
Well, stay tuned.
Okay. Well, before we jump into that, even though he's already been in, it's time to bring in our orating orangutan. Some say he bought a larger hot tub just for you. And others say if the podcast lasts longer than 4 hours, you should seek medical attention. All we know is he's called Land Monkey.
Well, the podcast definitely didn't even last 4 minutes for Chris of the Northwest. So
He'll be back.
Also seek technical attention.
I'm confident he'll be back.
He will.
For those that are interested, he does have a new computer. So, and I think perhaps he might be extra motivated to get it all configured, dialed in, and polished up for next week's podcast. Yes.
Tonight is the motivating night. Yes,
Yeah.
Indeed. Good stuff. Hey, a quick reminder to all of you folks listening and watching that we appreciate the support of our patrons, every single one of you. You help to keep this podcast coming each and every week. And a thanks to our corporate Denali level sponsor, Land Sharks. Hey, did you know that Land Sharks is still running their trackable promotion? So if you want to get some extra fuel for those outer space folk and help them get home by activating trackables, well, every $25 spent at Land Sharks will earn you a trackable. So go check it out at landsharkz.ca.
And you know what?
Yeah. What's up, Chris? Hey, thanks for joining us tonight.
What is a glow? I thought I'd jump right in and maybe nobody would notice.
Well, it's a steady radiance of light or heat.
Oh, I like that. That's
Someone
good.
came prepared tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, I almost made it through the intro and GSM times 2. I don't need a new router, but JCar, I do need a new computer, and I've got one and I'm working on it. It's just a huge effort to get it all set up and,
do you know what, Chris?
Just right. For all these years, I've had to tune this one in, and now it's a.
Chris, do you know what?
Tell me.
If you had already done that work, you would have heard Jim saying that. Although paradox, if you had already done that work, Jim would never have said that.
It's true.
I wonder, what did Jim say?
He said you have a new computer and you're now motivated to get it configured.
I worked on it tonight and I was thinking, I think I'm just about ready. I'll do one more night on this one. Yeah. How bad could it be?
Now we know.
Yeah.
Too funny. All right. Well, hey, before we get to the go, I did not get a chance to finish to say, folks, if you want to know more about supporting this podcast, well, click the Patreon link on the cachingnw.com website. And now we ask,
Bryling asks, what is a glow?
What is a glow?
Doramore says Iceland is a glow.
Oh, I hear
Again.
it's lovely this time of year, or any time of year, really.
indeed, as long as you keep enough room from the lava.
Well, that's part of the glow.
Yeah, where do you think the glow comes from? Come on.
Lava. Isn't lava amazing? Now, the
Well,
glow,
what is a glow, Chris?
not from lava, but the glow that we refer to is the geocaching log of the week. So whether you read it, whether you wrote it, we want to hear about it because great logs simply make geocaching better. Now, you can send an email or a voice recording on your fancy phone. I know you have one of those. You can email that right to feedback@cachingnw.com. You can call into 253-693-TFTC and show us just how you glow. And folks, I asked you last week to stop what you were doing and send us a glow, and you did. So thank you to everyone who sent us a glow last week. If you didn't and you meant to, maybe you put it off a week. I mean, what's the worst that could happen, right? Don't do it, because I'm the procrastinator in the group, not you.
He's got a badge in that.
I would earn a bigger badge, but
Yeah.
I haven't gotten around to it.
The captain said you're going to need a bigger badge.
All right. Well, it looks like we just got a letter. I wonder who it's from. This letter, it says, hi there from Fear the Tubas in Nelson, BC. Fear the Tubas writes, I really enjoy your show. Usually listen to it later as I never seem to remember it live time. Today I read a log that really tickled my fancy, and I hope you will enjoy it too. It seems that two groups of venerable West Kootenay cachers went out on an adventure. Kootenay Pirates and Jabbin' Jazz. Here's the link. You can read both logs, both funny. So the head of Kootenay Lake is the cache. GC Alpha November Victor Juliet 1.
So,
and that's from Fear the Tubas.
There are two glows, so I thought I would help you out, Wits End, this evening by reading just one of them.
Why don't you read the Kootenay Pirates one?
Oh, I thank you. I was hoping you would say that. The Kootenay Pirate says it seems like it was easier to spend time caching with J and J. That would be Jab and Jazz. Back in the days when we just ran into them somewhere and spontaneously joined up. But after much planning and rescheduling, we were finally able to get together and spend a day caching in the north end of Kootenay Lake. We started with the adventure, which was a short but steep hike to Coffee Creek Beach, followed by a yummy lunch with a view of the lake in Caslow. Sorry. I just assume it's the name I want to read, so I'm going to. Little did we realize the fun had just begun. Or did we? Since the next cache on our agenda was this one, a boat access cache without boats. Gotta wonder whose crazy idea it was to swim across the channel. Miss Pirate has never come up with a wild idea before, right? And then beach walk to the cache. She told the others it would be easy. It would be fun, she said. Little did she realize how cold the water would be, and for some reason, it was wider than she remembered. But as we stood on the edge of the water pondering the situation, Mr. Pirate called out, I found a boat! Suddenly, a crazy idea didn't seem so crazy after all. Things got even better when Jab called out that he found a boat as well. Moments later, we set sail for the other shore, arriving safe and sound and mostly dry. On the other side, the beach walk was awesome with amazing scenery to take in, and the cache was a nice quick find. We took our time exploring the beach on the way back, although we were quite excited about the return voyage. Mrs. Pirate had a certain song about some castaways playing in her mind, but it turned out all good. This was one of those caches we'll never forget. Thanks for the cache. And now the rest of the story.
That was a fun one, though. Kootenai Pirates. Nice description. I find it interesting that people are just finding boats.
Well, I did the same thing. I had to read both of these, and I was like, oh, I put them in a specific order, or a Pacific order if you are from here.
A Pacific Northwest order? All right, well, same cache, different perspective, different log entry. This one from Jab and Jazz says the pirates have been hard at work of late moving into their new house, so we talked them into dropping the tools for a day to take a break and come play with us. The plan was to get LA's latest Coffee Creek cache, then stop in Caslo for lunch, and then see if we could find this boat access geocache without a boat. We had an idea that maybe the river between the road and the sandy beach leading to this cache might not be too far to cross and maybe not too deep, or maybe we could just swim across if we had to. We made our way down a faint trail to the river and walked along a bit downstream towards the lake, looking for the narrowest and shallowest place for a crossing. Mr. Pirate tested the water to see how pleasant a wee swim across might be, and found out the water was very cold, and the current appeared to be quite strong too, so the swim idea was losing some appeal very quickly. Then, all of a sudden, Mr. Pirate finds a canoe stashed in the scrub nearby. We pull it out and have a look. No big holes in it, and it had a paddle too. Things were looking up. The Jab had a couple of kayak paddles in the back of the Geo vehicle, so he decided to run back up and grab those for extra propulsion across the river in the strong current. On his way back to get the paddles, the Jab finds another canoe. And since we have pirates in our clan, it's a given that we're going to take over these two ships. Now we have an armada. I love this. I'm just going to settle in and read more. We drag the two canoes together and hop in, and we're all across the river in under a minute. After that, it was an enjoyable walk along the beach to Ground Zero and the geocache, which Mr. Pirate found in short order. We took the requisite boot shot and then enjoyed the walk back to the canoes. It was a perfect day with a nice brisk wind and choppy waves crashing on the beach. It was sunny, but still cool. We could also see the evidence of the recent fire above Argenta and Johnson's Landing, but there was no smoke at all. After crossing the river back to the road side of the river, we put each canoe back where we found them and thanked the geocaching gods, or the canoe owners, for placing them there for our successful caching voyage today. It was a ton of fun getting this geocache today, and thanks for placing this challenging geocache at the north end of Kootenai Lake.
Wow. That's good. So there's the photo. So those who are listening in the audio, we're showing the photo from the log of the two found canoes, one quite colorful.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And as you were reading that, I was thinking to myself, oh, yeah, there's the photo of it's an FTF.
No, they're second and third.
Oh, they're second and third. Okay. All right. There we go with the paddles. As I was listening to you read that, I was thinking to myself, some poor person's going to come down and go, oh, okay, I finished my picnic. I'll just get in my canoe and paddle.
Right.
Where's my canoe? And then look across. How did my canoe get on the other side?
Yeah.
But I mean, really, what's the chance you find two canoes in one area? But
I guess it depends where you are.
And if
downtown
you're a pirate
Seattle,
or not.
probably good odds. I don't know. Yeah, that's awesome. What a fun adventure. And thank you, Fear the Tubas, for sending those in.
Yeah. And of course, pirates are going to commandeer vessels. I mean, come on.
That's what they do.
How they roll.
I'm the captain now. Look at me. Look at me. I am the captain now.
Oh, too much fun. Hey, folks, if you want to add into tonight's chat, use the hashtag news, because we're talking about, I don't know if you guys said it or not. We're talking about geocaching in the news. I'm sure it was said. I just didn't hear it with my own ears. And of course, you can use the hashtag FATAS to bring up something in the after show because FTAS means for the after show.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. Just in case you didn't know, it changed. It didn't.
Okay.
All right. Well, we've got a little bit of news from one of our patrons. So a little good news. Subway Mark, was that did he write in, call in? How did we get this, Chris?
Found it on Facebook, so I just thought I'm going to throw it in there.
Oh,
he would like us to know.
I was giving Subway Mark credit for something he didn't do.
I know. No, I probably shouldn't have said anything. And then he would have said, yeah, I did that.
Yeah.
But
well,
you know
Subway Mark.
We want to know your milestones as well. And if I have to find them, I'll embarrass you with them.
We're going to go find your milestones on social
right.
media. And then we're going to make a big public stink about how you didn't bother telling us.
Mm-hmm.
We had to go and find out from other people that you got a milestone. Thanks a lot.
There it is. Throw it out there. Now, don't you feel bad?
Yeah.
So
Mark.
Email your milestone to feedback@cachingnw.com. So this is not you next week.
Right? Could be any one of you.
Yeah.
That's right.
You never know who we're going to pick on next. All right. Subway Mark, hey, congratulations. Subway Mark reached a geocaching milestone by finding find number 7,000 with a great virtual cache at the Vancouver, Washington train station. Oh, I've done that one. That is a cool one. It's been a while since he's been there and should go there more often, he says. Yes, indeed.
As one should go there more often.
Yeah.
Yes, indeedy.
Well, we've got a little breaking news right here.
Oh, what's that?
From Komakino.
Hmm.
Hold on. This is just coming in.
Okay.
Komakino says, I've been interviewed about geocaching in the Woodinville Weekly, twice for the Everett Herald, and once for the Seattle Post-Intelligencer.
Oh, about that.
Wow. The intelligentsia. Very nice.
Were there any outer space folk involved in any of those interviews?
We'll have to wait and see.
To be determined.
I mean, and why wouldn't there be?
Right. Yeah. Well, congratulations, Komakino. That's quite the run of public interviews there.
I think he's just finding reporters and going up and saying, hey,
have
I
you
heard
heard
about geocaching.
Have I got a story to tell you? Oh, that's funny.
Apparently, no, there were no outer space.
No outer space.
Involved.
Okay.
Well, at least not publicly mentioned.
We can neither confirm nor deny the presence of outer space folk during the interview.
Indeed. Well, Saturday, this past Saturday was International Geocaching Day.
It was.
If you found a cache or attended an event, you would have gotten a souvenir.
I found a cacher.
Yeah?
Yeah, I actually was over on the west side and spent the night at Chris's of the Northwest house.
Oh, nice.
We got together on International Geocaching Day.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah. And we didn't go caching at all.
What
I was waiting for the next question to come up, and no, we didn't find a cache. We didn't even go geocaching.
What brought you to West Side there, Jim?
I had plans with my dance group, a birthday party for one of the dance members.
Nice.
So I hadn't seen a lot of them in a while, so
very fun.
I went over to spend the day celebrating with them and crashed at Chris's house for the night.
Fantastic.
Well, not crashed in the way that other people do with vehicles in front of his house. In fact, I refused to park in front of his house. I parked on the side.
I don't blame you. Yeah.
Too funny.
But it was nice. Just a quick overnight trip.
Awesome. Fantastic.
Should have been longer, but
yeah.
What are you going to do sometimes?
We've got another story about Komakino's outer space folk.
Indeed.
Just as house guests will do, our friends from outer space will be extending their visit. Now, that didn't happen this weekend with Wits End, but, you get people, you invite them over, go ahead and stay as long as you want, knowing that, they won't, but sometimes they do.
Especially if they're from outer space.
Especially if they're from outer space. So apparently this is exciting news. Our intergalactic friends, or outer space folk, as they're known, are enjoying their time on Earth, and who wouldn't, right? I mean, name another planet in the galaxy with so much water.
Well, I was going to say, considering that they came directly here from Mars, I can see why,
Mhm.
comparatively speaking.
Now we're less red, but blue and green, I think they're just fine.
Just fine.
So now they decided to extend their visit. We now have an extra week to fuel their ship. JCar asks, how do we know they are friends?
Well, they gave us this great book I'm trying to translate.
Now, the Cosmic Quest leaderboard will remain active through September 8th. Even if we hit our 15 million fuel goal early, we still have a few extra days to see if we can generate even more fuel for our cosmic friends. They keep using the word friends over and over.
It's like they're trying to convince us of something.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a brainwashing attempt.
Outer space friends. Our outer space folk are friends, not food.
That's what the sharks say.
Do you have any idea what that book is? Wit's End? Could it be a cookbook?
Yeah, it's to serve man,
Yes.
Peach says maybe they're stuck up there like the people on the space station. Maybe they came here on a Boeing Starliner.
So I was going to say, Caching Cants has written what I was thinking, which is maybe they're staying longer because we're behind pace on generating the fuel.
Yeah, like people that get together on International Geocaching Day and don't geocache. I don't know who would do that, but theoretically it might happen.
It might, and it's all your fault that they couldn't get off the planet, Jim.
I'm good with that. Pile it on.
Komakino says maybe it's like V. Do you guys remember the sci-fi series V from? Was it the late 80s, early 90s?
I want to say late 80s, but yeah.
The one thing on that one that sticks into my brain till this day is they would drink sour milk, with the chunks in it. That's what they used. That was like alcohol to them and got them drunk. And it was just so disgusting. Okay. One day they're caching with you. The next you're invited to dinner, to be dinner.
Yeah. 83, 84. Wow.
There you go.
Good stuff. Way to go, research department.
By the way, I have spoiled the Boeing sponsorship. So.
And we were so close to getting that.
I know.
Wow.
It's not like Boeing had anything else to do.
I mean, they apparently are willing to throw money away. So what?
Throw it in our direction.
There's JCar to the Wikipedia article to serve man.
That's
indeed.
It's a cookbook.
Yeah.
Fantastic thing. So I looked
Twilight Zone episode.
I looked up the current fuel count, I guess, right? Our goal.
Yeah.
So just before showtime, it was 10,644,002.
2.
I think we added the 2.
There you go.
And according to the counter, 17 days remain. So I believe that's already the extended goal, including the 17 days. So there you have it.
Very good. All right. All kinds of silly stuff going on with that.
Well, all I have to say about that is Gort Klaatu Barada Nikto.
You must go to Gort and you must say to him, Klaatu Barada Nikto, in that order.
All right. Well, as we teased earlier, stay tuned. Now we're going to tell you, get ready for block parties in 2025. Excitement is building as we approach the 25th anniversary of geocaching in 2025. It was really forward thinking of them to start a big hobby like this in a 0 year so that the anniversaries would just fall into place like that.
Makes it easier. Yeah.
Yeah. I might even be able to remember what year it is. Sometimes.
I can do the math on that.
One of the ways that the geocaching community is celebrating the big milestone of 25 years is by hosting block parties around the world. We went to some block parties in Seattle back in the day. Now they're spreading around the globe. Currently, there are more than 40 confirmed block parties scheduled in 17 countries. You can check out the list of published block parties in 2025 on the website, on the blog, all over the place there. We know that there are many more communities in the planning stages for block parties. In order for an event to qualify for the block party icon, here's the list. You ready? The event must take place during 2025, basically.
Mhm.
Technically, it says between January 1st and December 31st, but yes, take place in 2025.
Pretty much covers that entire year.
Pretty much, yeah. It must qualify as a mega event or a giga event. So Land Monkey's next birthday will qualify for that.
Mhm.
You must have at least 300 will attends. So, that's not
Plus
that.
mega.
Right.
As it works out to be.
Yeah,
That should be like a sub bullet point to the previous bullet point.
Yeah,
really.
exactly.
if all of us go out and make like 1,000 or so shadow accounts, can we? No, never mind.
Easily done.
Yeah. The event must be 6 hours long. So that's kind of like the slideshows from Uncle Murphy's Last Vacation. And you have to highlight celebrating 25 years of geocaching. Those are the things that you have to have. And then there's one final thing you have to do. You have to submit an application for block party status. Just because you qualify, they're not going to just find you on Facebook and post your milestone.
Not everyone does that.
No.
Mm-mm.
No, that's a special service only offered on this podcast.
That's right. No, if you want that, you got to go apply for it. But they'll happily give it to you if you qualify.
Who can apply for it?
Well, the event host will choose whether to apply for the mega event icon or the block party icon. You can't have both, people.
Mhm.
Okay? Stop being greedy. Only 5,064 geocachers received the block party icon when HQ hosted the original block parties in Seattle from 2011 to 2015. Those were fun because we got together in person and hung out.
At all of them.
Yeah. It is very exciting to know the number will grow thanks to community-hosted block parties in 2025. So
very cool.
So-
Yeah, the block parties are spreading like an outbreak.
Like aliens on visiting a planet.
Like 2020.
I tossed some out here. I was interested where these block parties are going to be. So maybe you are too. You haven't had a chance to look. Why, if you're doing anything in June, like say June 28th next year, I would go to Caching in the Bay. That's going to be in California, by the way.
okay. The Bay Area.
Now, if February is more your time frame, you could go to the Yuma block party. Thanks, GCHQ, for 25 amazing years. See, do you see what they did there? They've already highlighted 25 years of geocaching right there in the title, and now they can move on and do other things.
Well played, Yuma.
Now, if May is more the time frame you're looking at, May 10th, you can go to Mingo Madness 25. Now, they threw the 25 in there. Maybe it's an ode to 25 years of geocaching. Maybe it's for 2025. I think they're pushing the limits on that, but
Yeah, I don't think they've had 25 Mingo Madness events yet.
I'm pretty sure they haven't. Well, there you go. The Caching Cants is hoping to get to Mingo Madness block party in 2025.
Nice.
And you Dak says you go, you ma. Wait, I might have pronounced one of those U's wrong.
That was pretty good.
Ooh, it's a pandemic of block parties, says I am.
Maybe there'll be a vaccination in 2026.
Another plandemic.
A plandemic.
This time it is.
Three Hams is hoping to go
What
to
was the
Mingo.
last time?
I should be looking into Mingo. I haven't done Mingo.
Road trip. We'll start from Jim's place.
Sure.
Okay.
If
Now
I go again, I hope I'm not driving a big box truck.
Right.
you might need to for all of your outer space friends to come along.
Yeah,
They'll
could
probably
be.
still be here by then.
What else you got, Chris?
if July is more of your thing, July 26th, the Midwest Geobash 2025. That's in Ohio, don't you know?
It is, yeah. Boy, look at that. GC Alpha Romeo X-ray, X-ray, X-ray.
Ooh, that sounds dirty.
I don't know.
It's RXXX.
I think they're going to have some fun with that.
Yeah. And then you've got Bamarama, also in February. That's in, of course, Bamarama.
Mhm.
You know, I got to say, anytime I hear the name of that event, all I want to say is ding dong.
How do you know these people? Then,
it's a cool summer there.
maybe New Jersey's more your style, and you need a block party to celebrate 25 years of geocaching in New Jersey. And there again, they stuck in that 25 years of geocaching, right?
Absolutely.
And the one Canadian one I could find was in Nova Scotia, right? In June 28th. So same time as Caching in the Bay. So Nova Scotia, San Francisco. Nova Scotia, San Francisco. You decide.
It's almost kitty corner of the continent.
Almost.
Exactly. That's a MMVI.
Is that MV? Can you drive your Humvee to the MV?
Ooh. Celebrating 25 years
You
of
could, but then you'd be envious of it.
Okay.
Now, what would be impressive is somebody getting to both those events on the same day.
I'm not saying it's impossible. They're 6 hours long. You'd have to stop in and say, okay, I saw it. Move on.
There you go. There's an event for Bradling's birthday on July 26th. So we could all chip in and buy him a one-way ticket.
That would be so nice. 3ham says the Honolulu Cache Fest is also luring me.
As it does.
I don't see that one as a block party, so it's completely off my radar.
It's not a block party, as far as I know, but it's definitely going to be a mega, it looks like, and it could be a lot of fun.
It does have a certain allure.
Oh, a 3-hour allure?
Something like that.
Okay.
All right. Well, we just discussed about how to qualify for a block party cache. Remember, you can't be block party and mega, but a lot of the same conditions apply there. What if you're just hosting a community celebration event? Because that's also a way to celebrate 25 years of geocaching in 2025. You can host a community celebration event, and these events are specially designated community gatherings. They're held during significant milestone years in geocaching, and they can be a lot of fun. Now, that also leaves the door wide open for them not being a lot of fun, because it doesn't say that they definitely will be. It just says that they can be. So really the pressure is on, if you're going to host one, to make it a lot of fun. You know how you do that?
No, tell me.
Invite Land Monkey. Everywhere Land Monkey goes, well, it's just a barrel of monkeys. Community celebration events will start taking place in 2025. And if you want to host one, there's a couple things that you have to do in 2024.
Is that bring your own barrel to stuff the monkey into?
Could be, yes. So we're talking planning here, okay? You can't just show up and do one. To qualify for a community celebration event, abbreviated CCE throughout this post, you have to have at least one geocache published during 2024. So get that done this year, guys. Events and adventures and adopted caches do not qualify. So you can't just host an event or make an adventure lab or go adopt that cache that nobody wants to take care of anymore. It doesn't work.
Well, you can do one of those things.
Yeah, right. You also do have to host at least one event. Adopted events do not count. I didn't even know you could adopt an event, but yes. So you have to publish a cache, host an event, and, well, kind of goes without saying that you must have created a geocaching account before the announcement date of February 2024. So if you're listening to this and you've never opened a geocaching account, you know what? Go ahead and host an event and publish a cache. But sorry, you're not going to host a CCE in 2025. But we love having you along anyway. Most people listening to this podcast or watching on Thursday nights, they do qualify for the prior to February 2024 date. And a lot of people have already published an event or published a cache and hosted an event this year, or one or the other. You're well on your way. GSM times 2 is a prime example. He already has his CCE. So well done. I bet there's even more people out there. Green words. Yeah. So they're just flowing in there. It's going to be fun. And yeah. All right. So if you meet the criteria, you are guaranteed. This is not one of those, do all the work and then, yeah, maybe we'll see if we get you one, maybe we won't. You're guaranteed to receive
being
one.
a guest on the podcast.
Yeah, before the end of 2025.
Or getting your milestone published on the podcast. Hit or miss.
So they have already started. They started last month in July. They're going to distribute up to, get this, 2025 CCEs each month.
Ooh, that's a lot.
They're going to continue until all qualifiers have received one. So if you haven't already, now is the time, people. You already have to have that account. Get out there, hide a cache, host an event, and then you can qualify.
How hard can it be?
Right?
Really? That's not that hard.
GSM times 2 says alcohol is even more fun than monkeys.
Yeah, but when you get that swab in the paper cut on your thumb, it's just
You're going to need a big barrel for a land monkey.
Hey, is that a fat joke?
Moving on.
It's just so much fun. A small barrel won't contain it all.
That's right.
All right.
More fun than any barrel can contain.
There you go. So did we decide we're going to talk about this one?
Let's talk about this one, because what else are we going to do?
It's northwest of somewhere.
It's northwest of somewhere. All right. Well, hey, folks, if all of those event locations weren't enough, and then you still need somewhere else to go check out, well, we suggest Stillwater, Oklahoma.
That may be near Mingo Madness.
Mingo Madness?
Boy, I had trouble coming up with that one.
Ken?
Mingo is northwest of Stillwater.
There you go. There's our tie-in. All right. So Oklahoma's only Geo Tour is hosted in Stillwater, Oklahoma. And an article from newstalk1290.com. All news, all day, during the rush hour with Wits Ending, Chris of the Northwest.
Ooh.
All right. Well, hey, it's pretty cool to think about how treasure hunting has evolved over the years. Well, from stealing canoes to, what else? Anyhow.
Outer space folk over Spain will visit.
Who can't get off your dang planet. But you know what? With the technology and the geocaching treasure hunt game, while everything gets stepped up a bit, use your GPS or your phone and track down those geocaches. There's a whole bunch of explanation here in the article about what geocaching is, but if you're listening to this podcast, you probably already know that already.
I like the typo.
Oh,
I included the typo.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just skipped right over the typo. Geocaching has become a popular sort of hide-and-seek game. Yes, it has. Indeed.
Hide and see.
Because you hide it and then you see that you've hidden it because you can't see it. If you've hidden it really well, you can't see it.
Hide and not see game.
Hide and not see.
Careful how you say that.
Wait, hold on. Hide a what?
Well,
those are all in
Yahtzee.
Argentina. All right. Anyhow, the goal is to find as many as you can, but in Stillwater, they've added a little more motivation to the game in Oklahoma's only Geo Tour. I think somebody needs to fact check that for us because they're pretty adamant about this. You can earn a geocoin by earning points based on the geocaches you find. Hunting through all of Stillwater's popular restaurants, shops, and more. They love it when you start looking for geocaches in restaurants. So come with your walking shoes. Indeed. What's the, I've only just gone into the very southern end of Oklahoma. I've not been through much of the state.
Oh, then you've seen basically the entire state.
Is it fairly consistent?
Yeah. Flat, tornadoes. Cows. Am I missing anything with that?
Probably just another sponsorship. That's all we're missing. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
and,
I've driven. I've spent a night in Oklahoma on long road trips. I actually think it's really pretty. I like Oklahoma. There's some pretty rolling hills there. It's some nice area. But yes, oil wells, as GSM times 2 said.
all's well that oil wells.
It is Tornado Alley, and so for that reason, I don't think I'd want to live there. But it's been very pretty to visit.
There you go. Very fun. So yeah, so something to plan for your travels. If you have not, hey, you know, if you're listening to this podcast and maybe Oklahoma is a state you haven't lit up for your geocaching experiences.
Yeah.
Route 66 goes through there. Very cool.
There you go.
So you can do the Route 66 part of the Adventure Lab and light up the state by doing the Geo Tour and earning yourself a coin. That sounds like a good time.
They can hide and you can go see.
You can go see that they have hidden it.
Sometimes you can see the cache, but you can't get to it.
That's right. That's right.
Gadget phones when the gate's closed. It's like, I can see it. It's right there.
Oh, that brings back memories.
So in other news, Quest says GC AMJNF. Oh, thank you. I'd like to buy a vowel, please. In Olds, Alberta, not the news, Alberta, but the Olds, Alberta, is hoping to become a block party. They are currently working towards getting enough will attends to make it a mega. They are now at 231 and counting as of August 16th. Wild Rose Homecoming.
There you go. Jim, when you read out the yeah, bless you. When you read that out, what I wanted to say in response was, that's a lovely Tetetanaba you have there.
Yeah. Good morning. That's a nice Tetetanaba.
It already is a word.
That's right.
And speaking about other words,
yes.
Heather says, I made an event in Randall, Washington. That go ahead and pronounce that one, Witten.
Let's see. Geocaches. Yeah. GC Alpha Whiskey Golf Whiskey X-Ray.
Isn't that the name of the state park in Tri-Cities where they used to host the event?
Probably. It's very similar.
Nakawix.
Yeah.
After the event, I hope people will join me to go find Shellrick's Center
of the
Triad.
Oh,
that's
is that cache like
GC1
geographically in the center of the Triad? Is that?
Yes.
That's super cool.
Very close, if not the absolute center. Yeah, I've looked at that one. I haven't gotten to find it. So Heather, what day is that on? Do tell us what day, because maybe
somebody look it up.
Oh well, that would be very helpful, wouldn't it?
Yeah, research.
I'm afraid to use my computer in any other aspect right now. I'm not going to do that.
Well,
Chris, do not touch the keyboard.
We
September
have a
14th.
Department.
September 14th. That's a lovely day.
Yeah.
And that Triad
is a great cache. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. So apparently there's people who have been to the center of the Triad.
Excellent. Journey to the center of the Triad. Well, that sounds like a really cool cache to go and find. So yeah, if you can, I would encourage listeners, if you can find your way to
Randall,
Washington.
To start at Randall. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Then you work out to the center of the Triad, because apparently Randall is not in the center. It's a little off center if you've been there.
Wasn't Randall the guy who was stealing screams on Monsters Inc.?
I think that's right.
I believe it was. The invisible monster?
Yeah.
2319. We got a 2319.
Put your form in the box, Mike.
Wazowski, you forgot your paperwork.
That's where I was going.
Hey, 2319, and 23 is the 23rd letter of the alphabet, so W, and the 19th is an S, so WS for white sock. In other news, the outdoor fitness creative ways to stay active this summer. Who doesn't want to stay in shape? But who wants to go to the gym? Are you sick of the gym? I'm sick of the gym. Everybody in this podcast is sick of gym.
I know. I love the gym.
Summer offers a golden opportunity to get your workout in countless new ways in the great outdoors. Exercising outdoors not only improves physical fitness, but also boosts mood, short-circuits stress, and provides a sense of overall well-being. Whether you're into hiking, gardening, or sports, summer is the perfect time to let loose and stay active. Hey, event is at the Randall Library at 12:34 p.m.
Or
I like 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3, 4, as some people say,
Yeah.
on 914.
You should have it on December 34th.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, never mind. So there's an article here that it says, in this article, we'll explore unusual and creative ways to stay active outdoors, including beach yoga, paddleboarding, geocaching, and more. Follow along below and get fired up to learn about new ways you can upgrade your fitness game this summer.
Can I do paddleboard yoga?
Yes.
I don't see why not. While caching.
Yeah.
The only thing is just, wear a bathing suit. Because if you're doing paddleboard yoga, I guarantee you will get wet at some point.
You don't know.
Yeah, I don't.
You don't know my yoga level.
I'm pretty confident that Chris would get wet at some point doing paddleboard yoga.
Yeah. I'm better at paddleboard yogurt.
Mm.
All right. Well, tech-enhanced outdoor activities.
Tech enhanced.
Yeah. Just read that however you want. They offer multifaceted health benefits for everyone. Working out in the great outdoors, it improves physical fitness, don't you know? It engages the mind. It boosts your mood even more than hanging out on Thursday night with my friends. By integrating tech like smart gardening apps and activities like geocaching, there's that geocaching thing again. You can combine outdoor activities with the connectivity of tech. So it talks about what geocaching is. Do you want to know?
I do.
Well, listener, combine tech with your inner scavenger hunter by going geocaching. This is where you and anyone on the web can upload the location of a cache you place in the real world. Participating users online can see the rough location of a tagged cache and may receive some cryptic guidance on how to find the exact location. Geocaching helps boost cardiovascular health. Yeah, it stresses me out. Build endurance and promote agility. Fitness aside, our favorite part about geocaching is all the cool stuff you find in remote locations.
Geocaching in bear country really boosts cardiovascular health.
Indeed. Yeah.
Well, except for one guy.
The slowest, one who needs it the most. For your paddleboard yoga, you would be doing the drowning dog.
Oh, yes.
I love it.
Well played. All right.
And we're going to go on to say Peach has a pretty nice cache. Not an excellent cache, but pretty nice, right?
It'll do.
Yeah. In Randall, Washington, in the Blue Star Garden. Is that where they grow the blue stars?
Could be.
On Highway 12, just east of the intersection road that goes down to the Triad cache. It was originally part of the Visit Rainier series.
Oh, yes.
I'm laughing because it sounds like you're reading the cache description or the hint or something.
Yeah.
It's just east of the intersection. Yeah. That's funny. That's awesome, though. Thank you.
Just past where that red barn used to be.
Right. Where Fred used to live.
Yeah.
The Johnson's old rusted car they kept on the corner? Yeah. Turn there.
Yeah. And whoops, Rule 13. Are those directions from a guy on a riding lawnmower?
I don't think I've ever seen Peach on a riding lawnmower.
You don't know?
I don't know, but I said I have never seen. I think she's more than capable of operating. Do you drive or do you operate on a riding lawnmower? Or do you ride? Anyway, she could do it.
While
I have no doubt, but I've not seen it.
Indeed.
Maybe we need an event.
Yeah. Well, how about an event
you
like...
have to show up on a riding lawnmower? That's...
No, we'll get Peach on a riding lawnmower.
Okay.
That'll be the event.
Rescue us, Land Monkey.
Let's have it at my house and she can just mow my lawn.
Yeah, she says, I am from the South,
I said that out loud.
Just as long as she doesn't park it in front of your house, she'll be fine.
That's right.
Well, limited times. fine, once every 10 years or so, but it happens.
You know what else is going to happen?
No, do tell me.
October 1st, something's going to happen. The space aliens will finally leave.
Maybe
the outer space folk. No, October 1st is World Postcard Day.
I didn't know.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. And HQ says they can't wait to postmark the occasion by doing something fun. So they're suggesting attend any event from September 29th to October 5th to earn the World Postcard Day 2024 souvenir. They've got a save the date invitation postcard you can send to your friends who love geocaching and
those who don't.
And yeah, and even those who don't, just annoy them. Maybe make a video about it and make everybody watch it. And you know what? Those postcards may just get a stamp of approval. There you go. So World Postcard Day, attend an event. So it's not find a cache or attend an event. It says very specifically attend an event. So we'll be looking forward. Check out at Post Crossing. Yes, we'll be looking forward to folks hosting fun postcard themed events.
You know what?
What?
If you host an event between September 29th and October 5th, that also falls within 2024. All that's left to do is hide a cache.
How hard could it be?
Right. Well played.
Maybe you hide a post box out there somewhere and you force people to bring postcards and trade them.
That actually sounds like a lot of fun.
Well, we have another. What is this? Oh, the cache of the week, the geocache of the week.
Okay.
From the official blog.
It's as opposed to the unofficial blog?
Yeah.
Huh. I've never seen the unofficial blog. Not so long ago, in a galaxy very, very close, a geocache of cosmic proportions was born. During our Intergalactic's friends' visit to Earth for Cosmic Quest, they never left. They came across a geocache that reminded them of home. Visit the miraculous galaxy that is our Geocache of the Week. Out of this world. That's GC9Y4Y9. I wanted to say 4Y not. On the quiet corner of Mercury and Neptune, there's a gravitational pull unlike any other. Some describe this block as a universe neighborhood. But there's more to it than the street names. Nestled in the corner, just off the sidewalk, there's an entire galaxy waiting to be found. Wits End, where can we find the galaxy?
Where can we find the galaxy?
On Orion's belt.
Oh, that galaxy, yeah. You humans.
I thought you had that one there. Okay.
I was reading off in the chat here and not paying attention to what you were talking about at all, as I often do. And then it was like that student in class, and the teacher calls on me and he go, huh?
Chris does that to us all.
X equals 3. I don't know.
X always equals 3. It's pretty easy to get away with there. I'm going to go on with this description. Our neighborhood includes roads called Neptune, Mercury, Scorpio, and Taurus. So we have the planets and the stars. Galaxy Quest, free book from the library. Galaxy Quest, free book from the library's name was voted by our neighborhood. We had many neighbors donate books, and it's time to get this out of this world library up and running. After months of
I get you to pause just for a moment?
No.
Because I think you inadvertently conflated some terms there. It's not a free book from the library. The Galaxy Quest free book
library's name. Got it. It didn't flow to me. I just have to turn off my brain, read words, and move on. I can't do that well. Because after months of anticipation, this neighborhood celebrated the official opening of their cosmic geocache. In addition to the free library that is named Galaxy Quest. I just thought I'd throw that in there to show you that I really did understand what I read. A cosmic couch invites our visitors, intergalactic or otherwise, to rest and watch the planets.
I'm in. There's a couch. Count me in.
I don't want to sit on the couch in December. It's going to be all squishy and wet. When the planets up in space aren't visible, the planets on this handcrafted library are. The structure has several plexiglass windows of various sizes in the door, representing a different planet. On its side, the cosmic bodies of the neighborhood are painted. The planets, Mercury and Neptune, and the constellations of Scorpio and Taurus. While the library may be hard to miss, geocachers need an astronaut's attention to detail to locate the cache itself. In a hint, now I'm whispering, so not everybody can hear this. The cache owner recommends that players stop and enjoy the sunshine, in quotes, for a bit. Exploring all sides of the library might just shed some light on the hiding location. Now, where could one hide a peanut butter jar here? You may feel like a star. Boy, there's a lot of clues here. After finding a geocache and signing the log, but you need to be brought back down to earth. Take a break on the cosmic couch and even read a book or two while you relax. With this find in your spaceship's rearview mirror, it's time to explore the rest of the geocaching galaxy. Maybe you'll even spot our outer space folk on the way.
There you go. So I was looking this one up. It is in Rutland, British Columbia, just east of Kelowna on Lake Okanagan. And, so if you're out that way in BC, or if you're, up in the North Cascades part of Washington State and you want to zip across the border, go check that one out. So there you go. Sounds like an amazing cache. I'm going to have to put that on our... there you go. Couch in that part of BC in November will be frozen and covered in snow. It will in Rutland for sure. But yeah, looking forward to going and checking that out sometime. That sounds awesome.
I didn't know spaceships had a review mirror.
Most outer space folk don't care where they've been. They just wanted to go see something new. Kyle says, I live on Neptune. Apparently it's in Burnaby.
There you go.
And Komakino says it's a great movie. I think he's referring to Galaxy Quest, which is an excellent movie. Yes. It's probably the best Star Trek movie that was ever made.
Indeed. All right. Well, have we made our way through all the news, my friends?
And help me out, Land Monkey. I shall make no political jokes about couches. Says Keith. Okay.
It went over my head. I probably should have gotten it, but I didn't.
Okay, very well then. We'll move on. One other thing to talk about tonight.
I'm more of a specialist in bathroom humor, so.
Oh, got you.
The living room humor usually goes over my head.
I saw this, and since we were talking about travel and other things, the travel guru Rick Steves, unfortunately, has been diagnosed with prostate cancer, and he'll be coming back to Seattle for treatment. So,
well, I hope that the treatment is successsull. I like.
I do too. Yeah. I've always enjoyed his shows and taken his advice. So
yeah, it's pretty cool.
Absolutely. And while I don't wish cancer on anyone, as cancers are rated or ranked or as they go, I think prostate cancer is one of the more curable ones.
It has one of the higher
survival rates. Yeah. So yeah, we do wish him well.
Indeed.
So folks, thank you. We appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for taking the time. And we hope you enjoyed this episode of Caching in the Northwest with your pumpkin spice lattes, which just came out today.
No thanks. I'll pass.
I walked past the Starbucks at my work today and they had all the fall decorations out and the PSL and everything. I was like,
in August.
No. It's like going to Costco in September and they've got Christmas decorations out.
They have Halloween, Christmas, Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas decorations already out at Costco.
Yeah, there you go.
Always too soon for pumpkin spice.
Yeah.
Oh, no. J. Carr says, I saw eggnog at the store this last weekend. No, too soon.
Yep. Oh, well. Hey, you know what we want to do?
Do tell.
We want to take a moment to thank Land Sharks, our corporate Denali level sponsor. LANDSHARKZ.ca is the outdoor adventure and geocaching store. Check them out online. Remember, they're shipping those online orders daily. And while you can, get in on that $25 trackable. It's not $25 trackables. It's a trackable for every $25 you spend.
It's a free trackable if you spend $25.
Yes, there you go. All right. Well, hey, we want to thank all of our faithful Denali. Whatever you have, Chris, is contagious. We want to thank our faithful Denali level supporters, Land Sharks, Cool Cow Cachers, Cashly, and Hawaiian Melee. If you want to know more about supporting this show, click the Patreon link on the cachingnw.com website.
Like Seebeck Tribe did.
And B Pendragon.
GSM times 2.
CRS 98.
Sege Hove.
Limax.
BC Rock Crawler.
M Nerve.
Terrible Lunch, Great Cacher, Gas Station Tuna.
The man with milestones not to be mentioned, Subway Mark.
Mountain Bike.
Genies.
Trexer.
Kid Vegas 19.
Whidbey Island Gal.
Peach of Washington, possibly on a riding mower.
You never know. MC3 Cats.
The GeoNav Pro.
Boomer 365.
J Car.
Ackerdoc.
Kitty Quest.
Nervous Energies.
The Terrible Tease.
Just finding our way.
Antaeus.
Logwork.
Railroad.
Wet Coaster.
Our favorite kitchen appliance, the LG 9000.
The Camp Clan.
UDAC.
You Talks to Rocks.
Dora Moore.
Butterfly Girl.
Greenwords.
Skyhawker.
Flagman.
Live on the show last week, Just Carlo.
He's still live though, right?
Just not on the show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Geocaches.
GeoBirder.
There's like a theme going on there.
Mm.
And to wrap that theme up, Team Noltex.
Folks, thanks for taking the time to listen to this episode of Caching in the Northwest. Your support helps keep the quality shows coming. If you like the show, please click the Patreon link on the cachingandw.com website. Just in case, yeah. Just Carlo, still alive.
Awesome.
Thanks for checking in.
Yeah. Maybe we should ask about a patron every week. Are they still alive? And just to see if they're listening.
Is that a reference to our demographic?
Maybe.
Cash safely and cash often.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, if you didn't like the show, or if you're no longer alive, let us know what you want us to talk about. But if you like the vibe, please subscribe wherever you get your podcast and leave us a review, because if you were in a restaurant, you would tip. If you were in a live audience, you would clap. But since you're on a podcast, leave us a free, fast, fabulous, fantastic 5-star review. And of course, you can call 253-693-TFTC and leave us a comment, ask us a question, or don't buy us a pumpkin spice latte any time of the day or night. And of course, you can email us at feedback@cachingandw.com. Join us live every Thursday night at 9 p.m. Pacific for a live show and chat. This show's produced by Chris Humphrey and Jim Paulwitz, Jay Kennedy, and Brian Lang. It's licensed under a Creative Commons Attribution 3.0 license. Copyright 2024 by Chris Humphrey. Folks, I ask you to stay tuned for that.
Wow.
Stay tuned for that.
Jumped right in there tonight.
Komakino says pumpkin spice was his favorite Spice Girl.
Too funny.
Yes, PSL. It's paid sick leave, right?
Yes, I hope so. Start Cacher has a FITAS. Late this afternoon, took delivery of his new Geomobile 2024 Chrysler Pacifica gas-powered lawnmower. Minivan.
With lawnmower attachment.
It has enough flat cargo space for a comfortable sleeping area for the longer trips. There you go.
Sounds like a good
Maybe
deal.
that's what I should be considering.
There you go. There you go.
Kitty Quest says apparently Starbucks and Timmy's both think it's fall. The pumpkin spice drinks are here again. Even Timmy's?
Even I know.
They're not immune.
Yeah. A2 Timmies. Yeah.
That's right.
The Caching Cants says you can, if you haven't seen already, Bounce Bounce and Goblin Dust. Have you noticed they've been getting together to host events? These events are quite good.
I
They're hosting a Halloween event, before Halloween on October 26th.
Fun.
That's Jiwa Sipach. There's a 4 in there, and I didn't quite know how to pronounce it.
But you said it well in Klingon.
Thank you.
I'm not going to tell you what you said in Klingon, but well.
Here, Land Monkey, you read this one.
Well, it's not about me. I don't know who Land Monkey is, but
it's what the aliens did.
Yeah, Land Monkey.
It's the alien pilot.
But good news, GSM ×2 has published 2 Earth caches and is working on a 3rd. Well, congratulations. Nice. Land Monkey would be very pleased to hear about that.
That extra letter is just, like just Carlo. In fact, I'll bet Land Monkey and Carlos are good friends.
I bet they are. They probably collab on videos.
Whoever they are.
Yeah. Too funny.
That was good. You got me on that one. You guys go on without me.
GSM ×2 also says before the extended stay in scare quotes there, we were behind 380,000 fuel units behind pace, but now we're 1.15 million ahead of pace. What happened?
And how does that work? 115.
I think because the date got pushed out.
That's like
1,142,000
ahead of pace.
I'm not.
There's an extra
here.
There's an extra in there somewhere.
There's 4 digits in there.
I'll focus on the language arts and I'll leave the math to somebody else. And how are we doing? We get through all of our
Land the kayak, monkey.
Land the kayak, indeed. That's what I did last weekend.
Land the kayak, steal the canoe, find the cache.
Indeed. Komikino says, if we're ahead of pace, can we stop for a few days?
Yeah, I think so. Take a break.
You've earned it. Good job.
Apparently, the outer space folk are taking a break, so I think we should too.
I have a shout out to Komikino. I am working on a special video episode, and it is featuring the outer space folk theme that he coined. It's just so good that we're gonna use that.
Oh, Puget Sound Picnic is this Saturday in Saltwater State Park.
Oh, fun.
It seems like it'll be wet.
Appears that way.
Mm-hmm. Pumpkin spice beer is vile.
Yeah, pumpkin spice anything is vile.
Yeah, I'm.
Did you know they're making entire pies out of that now?
Why? When you can just drink it at Starbucks.
No, pumpkin spice.
Yeah. Just Carlo asking, how did International Geocaching Day go for everyone? Great question. Hey, and if you haven't seen Just Carlo's most recent Instagram post and YouTube video on International Geocaching Day, make sure you go check it out. It's awesome. Really, really well put together, of course. But how did it go for everyone? Did everybody get their souvenirs?
I see several people in the chat did.
Excellent. Good job.
I have to assume the Land Monkeys got the dirty Jeep and found the caches.
We got the Jeep dirty and found the caches and put some more fuel in that spaceship.
So you found enough for me. I didn't need to go out.
Yeah, well, that's how we ended up 1 million points ahead.
Oh, well
gotcha.
done.
What do we got? Nope. Plowed through everything.
Kyle kayaked to Hermit Island last week. BC is quite beautiful.
BC is beautiful. Very good.
BC,
I
beautiful
if they found
country.
Any hermits. Wet Coaster and Greenwords got their souvenir.
Nice.
West got theirs. Brylang found all the things. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, just said IHAM did.
Yeah.
Got his 100th fuel unit and earned 2 souvenirs in one day.
Wow.
Good job.
That almost seems greedy.
Buy
BC is beautiful Canada, or bring cash. Buy Canadian.
Canadian. There you go. Well, we're way over time.
We are. We had too much fun this episode. And folks, if you want to join us for next week's fun, why don't you come on back? And until then, get out and get caching in the Northwest.